Mermaid and Swan, welcome back to the Tarot of the Arcana Verte. Thus far, the overarching theme of the deck has been about change. It's been about shapeshifters, about sloughing off old skins to reveal your true self. And this one is no different, although the Magician has become to be rather more personal for me than for many of the others. The beastie who chose to be my magician is an old friend. 4 years ago, I was at my lowest. I'm not going to go into too many details, but everything that I'd worked towards for my entire adult life was in ruins, and the turmoil had opened up a whole can of trauma wounds. I wasn't seeing very much of a future for myself, but I decided that no matter what, I was going to fix my life. So on the 31st of August, I threw everything into a ceremony to bring about that change. After the ceremony that night, I slept deeply and I dreamed for the first time in probably over a decade. The snake, who had writhed in my belly since I was little, was freed and was calmed, and revealed himself as a glistening black feathered serpent. Over the years, he has come to be a companion, guiding me as I shed old skins, as my life changed in inconceivable ways, as I healed and as I discovered myself. Those who have been following my work have seen him appear since the beginning. So when he chose to show himself as the magician, it was felicitous, although not entirely unexpected. The Magician is the card of manifestation. He tells you have all the skills and tools you need in order to be successful, and that no matter how difficult the calcination is, it will be worth it for what you will achieve. The serpent stretches towards the sun, his tail on the water, light glowing off his wings. Dog roses grow up around him, a nod to the original card. He is imbued with and transfuses each of the 4 elements, earth, fire, air, and water, while he himself is spirit. He symbolizes the meeting of the physical and spiritual worlds, his arched posture saying as above, so below, and inspires you to coalesce both. The Magician urges you to transform in order to reach your potential and to stop holding back, to dance regardless of who is watching. The serpent is our mentor. It is time to take up the robe of the Magician and weave our spell. Snakes and serpents are some of the most mythologically ambiguous and enigmatic creatures. One of the most famous and distinct is Quetzalcoatl, whose name means serpent of the precious feathers. Seem familiar? He was worshipped throughout Mesoamerica, with the earliest documentation of him being from the 1st century BCE at Teotihuacan. He is a complicated being. He is a creator deity as well as god of the sun, wind, art, and knowledge, and is referred to as the wisest of all men. In some cultures, he is the patron god of culture and civilization. Snake mythology is found in almost every culture around the world, both ancient and modern. With the exception of the Abrahamic religion, snakes are positive creatures. Most frequently, they are symbols of fertility, transformation, and immortality, such as is seen in the Ouroboros, as well as of sexual potency as in the Kundalini. They are powerful guardians of temples and other sacred spaces, as well as a modern symbol of the underdog, willing to fight for their rights due to the snake's refusal to yield to threats. Serpents are also connected to medicine, as is seen in the staff of Asclepius being the symbol for medicine used since ancient times. One of the most interesting stories is that of the fiery flying serpent mentioned a number of times in the Tanakh. In one particular story, God sent fiery serpents as punishment. Moses, after praying for help, was instructed by God to take one of the serpents and set it upon a staff, after which anyone who had been bitten would heal should they see the serpent on the pole. Here again we have the image of the staff of Asclepius. Modern scientists, based on written clues, have identified the serpent as most likely being the saw-scaled viper, an aggressive desert snake with a deadly bite that feels like fire, which is known for throwing itself at threats. The design of my magician is loosely based off this golden creature. Serpents abound in every conceivable corner of the human story, from gods to dragons to real-life snakes, because wherever we look, there they are. Their stories intertwine till we can scarcely tell which is which, and like the Ouroboros, coming full circle and back to that winged, feathered serpent. Serendipitously, I finished painting the magician card on the 31st of August, the same day as that first ceremony and meeting 4 years ago that set me on this path. What do you think of the magician? And most importantly, what does he make you feel? Have you worked with him? A few days ago, I did a live draw for my new card over at Discord with my lovely patrons, and I'm excited to announce that the next card will be Strength. If you're interested and would like to join the story, please see my Linktree at the end of the video. I look forward to meeting you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.